Alright, sounds like we're on again. Rock and roll. Sorry for the last snafu. Yeah, yeah, wasn't ready. Thought it was. So, here I am, Toby, back at you. I never use my name. I feel weird being seen, heard. But we start with SmackDown. Episode from the 15th. Yep, 15th. We start this bad boy off with King Corbin. King Corbin again. So this time he comes out with six guys carrying his chariot to the ring, throwing it all, and it's a pretty big entrance for a normal SmackDown. Yeah, he's doing up the King thing all the way. So he's greeted in the ring by Dolph Ziggler, the show off, and Robert Roode. And no, this whole fiasco is about the big dog, Roman Reigns, which you knew it was. That's what they're doing. So, sorry, trying to get in there. So he says that he declares by royal decree that he is now team captain of Raw, and that he needs to get rid of the weak links. Weak links, he means Ali, Mustafa Ali, and Shorty G. They're his weak links, so to speak. And he wants to install Dolph Ziggler and Robert Roode. Imagine that. Roode even goes as far as to say that these guys have been given participation trophies and handouts. And Roman is soft in the locker room. And now it's time for a change. And we get the music for a change. So I invite the big dog down here right now to celebrate this big victory as teammates. Don't be embarrassed. We all want to see the big dog. And he has the big cartoon chihuahua on the screen instead, the little Bart, and the costume mascot suit come out, and even punches the ground. I'm like, holy hell. So yeah. So we end up getting Matt Roman out and Corbin retreating, and I forgot who else came in. Crap. Shorty G and Mustafa. Big dog, they're all retreating. And so, well, I kind of got ahead of myself. So they had the tag team match, obviously, and to see who is going to get the spot. And as Shorty G has the ankle lock, Roman comes out, attacks Corbin, this whole deal. And it ends with the drop kick to the face, spear on Corbin, alley off the top, 450 splash, and the pin. So, Team SmackDown stays intact, the same. This mascot dog thing, a little over the top, a little stupid, but I like the fact that it is stupid. That Corbin has everyone hating his guts, and he loves it. He's having fun with this. And, yeah, let him do shit up. We go into, the Firefly Funhouse. So, it's the first time we've seen Bray since the win with his blue title belt. Changed the color and everything. Been kind of quiet. So we'll see what happens with the Fiend. I can't wait. Drew Gulak. A no name. Accompanied by the B team. Making their reappearance last week, if you want to call it that. Whatever it is. And he is telling him that he should be on the team. And finally, so it's once again a Strowman thing. Why are they wasting Strowman's time on these guys? So, he puts his finger in his face, tells him he should be part of the team. And of course, Strowman knocks out all three. Why wouldn't he? This is, I don't know, underuse of Strowman, maybe, definitely. But I think they're just trying to keep him visible until the next chapter, whatever that chapter is going to be. But we all know that he can knock out the entire B team. That's not a question. The question is why make them, I don't know. It's just kind of weak. I guess it's a sidebar. I think I'm spending too much time on it, and so I won't. So we get, it's a new day. Yes, it is. Versus Revival. And there it is. My fear was that they were going to give it right back to Revival for Survivor Series. Just to give them the 7 time. But no, we didn't get that. Instead, we get Undisputed Era jumping Kofi, interfering, match gone, and the SmackDown locker room runs in, runs them off. Still leading up to this Survivor Series, which I guess is Sunday now, right? Sunday. I got to keep remembering with this podcast thing, the video. Oops. So, yeah, we're keeping it up. We're getting good matches out of it, though. Some coming up in this review for the week. Others we've had. But it's good to see the crossover. So, we talk about no crossover. At least for this week, that's all we got. So, we get Heavy Machinery versus some no names. Nothing to speak on. There's food for you on the counter. You got it? Alright. So, we're going with the Caterpillar in the win. And we get Bayley versus Cross. And, yeah. Once again, NXT out. I forgot exactly who came in for this one. But we get him in 4-on-4 cross neck breaker pin. This girl's getting a push, and I like it. Crazy as fuck. Give her a push. And we get the greatest show on TV. We got Ms. TV with Daniel Bryan as the guest. And so, why do you think the Fiend attacked you? Because you're unstable, don't know who you are, not the same Daniel Bryan from 10 years ago, because you don't know if you want to lead the Yes movement. And Bryan, no, it's because Miz TV sucks. And Bray Wyatt is mentally unstable as well. So he gets me. And, you know, as he's talking, we get Firefly Funhouse. It isn't polite to talk about someone when they're not there. And that's awesome. So maybe he did it because of what you did. Do you remember? He does. Or maybe he wants to play with you. And then he pulls out the championship in the toy box. Asks if he wants to play. Say the magic words. And then, Daniel, no. Puppets one at a time. Yes, yes, yes. So Daniel then tells him he won't be manipulated, but we can fight. But for the championship, what do you say? So Bray, slowly, yes, 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 yes. So we get Bray and Daniel Bryan for Universal title Sunday. So, what is it that he remembers? That's what I don't know. There was a time when Daniel infiltrated the Wyatt family and created a bunch of trouble. And, that whole thing went bad, obviously. So, is that it? I'm talking about that? Going back old school. So if they're doing old debts, this Fiend thing could last a while. And I think it's kind of cool, kind of interesting. We'll see what goes Sunday and what happens. Because, yeah, I was kind of shocked. I love Bray doing the yes, 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 yes. I don't think they'll have Bryan beat him. They might. Who knows? We'll see. We will see. In the meantime, as we wait for that stage, we can just go into some Raw. I remembered my visual this time. Yeah. So, we lead off our Monday Night Raw with the man. She's here. Yeah. Bailey, if you're here in the Belton, come down here, talk to me. You've been jumping show to show, talk about brand supremacy. Come down here, man. Give me a fight. So we naturally get the Iconics. Instead, we get the Iconics. I like them. But haven't seen them in a hot minute. And yeah. So we get the whole. I know that I'm tethered to Charlotte tonight for whatever reason. But I said we fight right here. Right now. And no. You want the queen, you get the queen. You want them all to yourself, Bex. I don't want to be here either. Blah, blah, blah. And there we go. And then we get a Joe drop. Why? I mean, I know he's a little bitch, but that doesn't mean he can be a female wrestler. Then you find just an additional announcer. Okay. Like he's doing this WWE backstage show and announcing. It's a better fit for him. He's never really won anything. Let him go ahead and win there. So what? This one ends on Charlotte figure 8 pretty quickly after the commercial break. And bringing back the Iconics in here. Hopefully that'll be something relevant going forward. We'll see. I mean, they have been, like them or not, they have been the women's champions before. Deservedly so. So, we get Shayna Baszler and the girls out again. The invasion, so to speak. Setting up that excuse me. Woo! Pay-per-view again. And yeah. Then we'll move on to the most irrelevant thing in all of wrestling for the last month? And as long as it's active, it will remain the most irrelevant thing in wrestling. So Lana can talk about filing that divorce and this lame-ass storyline. It just can't end fast enough. So they talk about the restraining order. And but we get Lashley versus No Way Jose. And it's, come on. You already know. It might as well be a jobber. It's a jobber with a name. So we get No Way Jose. It's just a time suck. And it worked. Speaking of time suck, we get Seth Rollins versus Andrade. And this is supposed to be for the captain of Raw. Okay. All right. I've come around a little bit to Andrade being or having an adequate amount of talent to be a superstar, but to be the captain of Team Raw, that's a big stretch. In fact, stretch maybe putting it lightly. Yeah, no, that one shouldn't happen. So Seth offers his respect after the match, after he beats his ass pretty badly. Well, let's see here. Lucha House Party interferes, though. SmackDown shirts on. And really, they're going to put Fox on the back. Come on. That's enough of that. Hold on. I got to take this. Hello? Yes. Yes. Okay. Okay. He just had one recently. Yeah. Yeah, I'll have him fax it over. Huh? No worries. My complete bet. If I was recording not live, I'd have just paused it. But school nurse. So, anyway, Fox on the back of the shirts. I don't get it. Yeah, advertise your brand like that. It's new on Fox. Good. It's the best fucking thing on Fox. You have, well, I mean, people think that Fox has stuff for me because I'm white, but it doesn't. Anyway, we get the Viper, Randy Orton, and yeah, so we'll see how well he does. I said last week, a new contract, 5-year, and so he's like, I hear the Viking Raiders looking for a fight. I'll be in the ring later, looking for a fight. All right, get him, big boy. Anyway, yeah, Anyway, we'll see. He's going to get a push of some sort for something. I don't know. So, we get the man. Yeah. I love it. Drew McIntyre versus Kevin Owens. Stun Owens, stun. It's a beefy matchup, man. Seriously. For just a little SmackDown. Yeah, man. We get a little beatdown action. Owens struggling to beat the 10 count. 10 count. And, fuck. Owens even hits the pop-up power bomb. And I love that move. I don't know why. But he still couldn't get the 3 count. And Drew hits the finisher, Claymore, and gets the 3 count. But KO. Crafted veteran has his foot on the rope. And rock on. So he gets another stunner, but once again takes all fucking it to go for the cover. And then we get the surprise. What is this? We get Triple H. What? So I'm just here to talk. He walks out. That's apparently over. Everybody goes. Hands KO Mike. And says he just wants to talk. Talks about his start here in Boston. Yada, yada, yada. And tonight, he has an opportunity to make some magic. And he has NXT behind him. The Forgotten Sons. And they're not here to attack or offer an ultimatum. But they came all the way here for you. While your teammates are in the back, not coming out to help you, don't give a damn about you, or they know they'll get their asses kicked. And Raw comes on out, and we get our brawl. Brawl. We get our brawl. And it's on, like Donkey Kong. And, yeah, the beatdown. And I want to see that, man. KO. He needs more of a push. I like KO. We get Paul Heyman. Like, really. So, I'll paraphrase so no one has to listen to or think about his dumbass. He wants to make Sunday's match versus Ray Mysterio a no holds barred, no DQ, and I think it's a stupid move. I think it's dumb. You know, Ray accepts. I like his gray mask, man. It's pretty badass. And got a bat in his hand. Fuck him up, Ray. I was thinking right away. So that benefits Ray big time. You know, he can use a bat. He can use a ladder. He can use anything. He can use somebody else. He can have, what's his nuts, come out. He can do any of that. You just open the door from making it a somewhat one-sided match to a fair fight, maybe even lopsided. I just think that Ray could be the champion after this match. Quite possibly. So, I was kind of surprised. Really surprised by that. Maybe it means that Lesnar's going to get dethroned again. Hopefully. Anyway. Viper. Randy Orton. And we're waiting on his partner. The Viking Raiders are there. Ricochet. Teaming up with the Viper again. So we might have a new tag team champion. Although my opinion was the match is going to be interrupted for a DQ, maybe. Unless it's in the cards for Randy to hold a tag belt for a minute. Maybe part of his rise in the new contract. But we have SmackDown again in the back, beating down wrestlers. Still laugh at the fox on the back of the damn shirt. Getting network cred while appearing on the... Anyway. So, NXT to the ring, surrounding it. And, see, the match won't finish. Told you. So, as Rest of Raw comes rolling in, made their way down there, we get, Rollins. Boom. Right on down. So, I fully expect this invasion theme of brawling to carry forward to the next, NXT and SmackDown Friday. But Fridays, I might include it with a pay-per-view and do a show Monday morning. I may not. Either way, with this new format, Friday seems like the best. Saturday would be best, but due to my schedule, it's hard. So we're going to be kind of lopsided a little bit. But they run together, so it's really not as big a deal, I don't think. So, yeah, we still have it. The NXT segment. And this one's from 11/20, the 20th, so 2 days. And so we're watching, and I'm like, how are they going to lead this off? But they lead it with, Becky Lynch out the locker room. Lord Regal just looks at her. And then, she stepping on the NXT stage again. Crowd chanting, takes her time. It's been a while, We're going to have champ versus champ versus champ. SmackDown. Bayley crying like a little bitch with her old lady haircut. Shayna, I'm here to remind you of who I am. But instead we get Rhea Ripley, which was good to see too. And tells her, so you're the man. Let's see if you got a set of balls. Nice. So, okay, then, I'm thinking that Baszler's going to interfere the whole time. I'm thinking that. And her ponytail's all out of whack. And so Becky rolls out of the pen into disarmor. Ripley turns it. She's a big girl, man. Lifted her up and just drops her. Yeah. So, but we end up, Baszler does come out, and Baszler, whatever the fuck. And, we end up, though, with Becky and Ripley clearing house, and we have them standing in the ring, frenemies, I guess you could say. And you can lip read Becky at the end, look down at the guy, and be like, give me my fucking strap. Like, yeah. She's all pissed off. Like it. And so, good intro, man, on the NXT. So, yeah. We end up with the Revival coming to the arena in their truck, the truck guys. And, they were former... Anyway, we'll get to that. So, Revival in the arena. And we get Kendall Reeves in the ring. And as he's coming out, though, he is sideswiped. Just knocked up out by Ricochet. Sorry, man. It's horrible. And we get Matt Riddle out, who agrees to the match. So we're going to have Riddle and Ricochet. It's going to be sweet. Riddle annoys me. His freaking hair is horrible. I mean, I had long hair for a while, but I don't know what it is. That whole bro thing. Anyway, he's a good wrestler, though. Kind of weird moving, I think. Kind of has a weird swag, but it works for him. He's all right. So, Cesaro out, though. Shinsuke Nakamura. And the distraction causes Ricochet to get pinned by the original Bro. So we have Riddle beating Ricochet. Yeah. But then Balor out trying to lay the stomp down on Riddle. Like, what the hell? All right, let's do it. And then, you know it's coming. Something like that. Anyway. So, Revival to the ring. Undisputed Era. Revival is back to their roots. 2-time NXT Tag Champions. The first 3-time is undisputed, though. So, you know. But how much you want to bet that this one doesn't finish either? So, finally get the start on the match. And we get a DDT on the apron. On the apron. For all suplex. We end up, though, Undisputed Era taking it. It's a barn burner. It was worth the match, man. It was a good match. So, Dakota Kai versus Kaylee Ray. And this is the first straight NXT match on the night. And it makes you wonder who's going to jump in and break it up. Because you know what's going to happen. And so we get Dakota Ray with the win. Yeah. And then, here it comes. SmackDown women. All in the ring. NXT to the rescue. And then Raw jumping in. We have Wyndham's Pandemonium. All up brawl. But then we get Crazy Cross running in. Just screaming in. And knocking the shit out of everybody. Like a trash can lid. And just, And Cross finishing out the night. I'm like, yes. Finish out the fight. Then the night. Sorry. Yeah. So then we get the triple threat match with who is it? Dominique. No, wait. I got ahead of myself. Dominic Dijakovic versus Adam Cole. Ladder match. Determine the rules, or the team that picks the rules, I think, or something. NXT match. Like, the size is noticeable. Like, this shouldn't be a competition. Like, he's a massive dude, man. So, you go for the weapons, ladders early on. Cole was smart though. He's working a surgically. Why can't I talk? Surgically repaired knee, and against the apron and the pole, and everywhere else. So, finally, we have. I'll just call him what's his first name? Dominique. Dom. We'll call him Dom. We have Dom picking him up to slam him, and he slides off his back on the ladder to climb it. So it's pretty cool. So, but then as he pulls him off, he slips him into the Panama Sunrise. I'm like, what? And then he pulls that off. Cole attacks the knee again, but as Cole is down, Dom is climbing the whole ladder on one foot, and then Cole's back in. Then they both end up at the top, both of their hands on the briefcase, and then Cole just pop right in the head with it. It's kind of hard. You can hear it. Knocks him straight off of the ladder into the other ladder that magically God set up on commercial break. And yeah. So now Team Cole gets to choose the advantage at War Games Survivor Series. Is this supposed to be Adam Cole? Anyway. So now we get SmackDown blocking the path for exit of Undisputed Era. And on the way. And then Raw steps in to box him in, and then they beat him down, like stared at each other, and then Raw versus SmackDown with NXT running back in the rest of the people. So you got the big guys, Keith and Ibar, the Raiders, go flying into the crowd, taking out everybody. Cole is left in the ring by himself, getting all fucking cocky, and all of a sudden, Rollins just knocks him, super kick, boom. And then it's just Rollins. And then we get the man, apparently, Ciampa, to the ring. He takes out Cole again on the outside, slowly just creeps into the ring, and then they pause, and then go at it. Yeah. And in the classic bullshit move, we get the credits fade to black while they're fighting. Yeah. That part was disappointing. But, hey, great job. Great run-in. Thank you guys for listening at the GOW Podcast. TGOWP Odcast show. Can't even think. So, that's it. This is Friday morning. We got SmackDown tonight. We got the pay-per-view Sunday. And Raw Monday. So probably some more lead-in tonight for the pay-per-view. So I'll probably try to compile that with pay-per-view and then follow up with Raw. I'll just flip it. You know what? I'm going to flip it. So I'll do a show Monday. And then I'll start doing them every Monday for Monday. What's it, Friday? Boom. Pay-per-views may get a little delayed. We'll see. But I think that'll work. Sweet. Awesome, guys. Thanks. Peace.